Okay, good afternoon over here. I'm going to try this again. I played out an exhibition game earlier with Deck of Cards Hockey here. This is the 1948-49 season that I had custom made for me, and I've not used it yet, except for an exhibition game that I played earlier. And the end result was a scoreless tie, and the game was also interrupted mid-game by one of those automatic camera disabling COVID 19 warning messages. So I'm going to give this another shot here. I'm going to say that the boys are rusty after a lengthy off season, and they're just getting back into shape, and that's why we had the scoreless tie earlier. Let me see here. I guess I could do it like this. Maybe slide these cards over here. This is the draw pile. This is the sequence pile. They might have other names, but we start things off anyway here in the first period. Let me move the cards up a little further, actually, or not. Trying to get the best view possible here. Hopefully this is all able to be seen easily enough. So yeah, this is going to be Deck of Cards here, Exhibition Hockey. This particular game won't be part of a longer project. Just wanted to play through the set. I've not anyway. So King, that's going to be Alex Coletta, actually on New York. He was on Chicago the season before, because I played out the 46-47 full season. So yeah, not the prior season, but the one before that. And 3, so that means he's not going to be able to play the puck. We move 2 more cards here in the first period to play, scoreless early. Joker, so that's going to be home team's choice of anybody. I'm going to go with Buddy O'Connor, who played for the Montreal Canadiens in 1946 and 47. O'Connor with a 10 will automatically play it through to the ace, Edgar Laprade, still on New York Rangers. Let me see, he can score on a 5 to a 10, and he gets an 8. So after a scoreless tie that we played out earlier, apparently this is the one that was meant to be. So far so good. It's 1-0 here in New York, and we play on. We have a black 10 this time. So Chicago trying to storm right back. It's going to be I think it's Jim Conacher, possibly Joe, with a 9. He's going to play it to number 2. That's going to be a team player. They can score only on an ace. I will flip to see which team player it is. And let's see here. So 4 team players. I'm going to go, how am I going to do this here? We'll say Dickens. We'll say last name Dickens here. E. Dickens. I'm a little sketchier on some of the names here because I've not played through this season, this set yet, so I haven't looked into that. But anyway, they're not going to be able to score here. Let's see, how many cards was that in the sequence? I love that you can quickly double check in this game. So 4, that was sequence 1. This is sequence 2. This is sequence 3. So we're moving into the 4th one now. That's about 7.5 minutes into the period. We have a red jack. That's going to be home. Raleigh, I don't know if it's Doug Raleigh or Dom Raleigh. Again, a little sketchier on the names. Red 10, Raleigh's going to play it through to player number 9, who's Alex Coletta, former Chicago Blackhawk here. Coletta with a blackjack, and so you can only score on Chicago's goalie with kings and queens. The blackjack face card will not work. We play on. We have a black ace. That means Doug Bentley has the puck. And Bentley with a 4, he's going to be able to set up a team player again on Chicago. We're going to say this is Dickens again with his second scoring chance. And with a blackjack, we look here at, I think it's Chuck Rayner here on New York. And Kings, you can only score on him with Kings. Another black ace, though. So Doug Bentley, not Duck, with the puck once more. Doug with the puck. Yeah, Duck with the pug. 6, that's going to be able to get through to, let's see, number 9, that's Bill Mosienko here. And Bill Mosienko with a red queen. Once again, it's not going to work here on Chuck Rayner. Rayner with another stop. So red 3, that means that Stanowski has it, former Toronto Maple Leafs defenseman. 8, he's just barely unable to play it. So we're going to flip 2 more cards, and if I've done this correctly so far, I should have 4 to go in the sequence here in the first period. Indeed, I do. Red 5, that's going to be Bill Moe with the puck. Bill Moe, he's unable to get it through, so we turn over the final 2 cards, and that's the end of 1. Back for period 2, New York got up 1-0 right off the bat, and still trying to figure out if I should reach around the tripod like this or go this way. I'll do the latter, so slide these over here a little bit. So 6, that's going to be Jay Gordon. Again, I'm not sure. Jeff Gordon, Jim Gordon. I do have to look up more of these names. Just wanted to try a quick exhibition with this set. I have already explained that. After a scoreless tie this afternoon, it's again 1-0 New York here early in the game, early in the second. So 6 and 9. So Gordon will actually be able to set up Doug Fisher, I think, or Don Fisher, in scoring position. And look at that once again, New York. They're good with these early goals here right from the get-go in each of the periods. So it's 2-0 here in New York, here in exhibition 1948-49 NHL hockey. And I did that correctly, didn't I? Yeah, that'd be first sequence of the second one. A black ace, so it's going to be Doug Bentley back the other way for Chicago. The Joker means an automatic miss, though, so we're going to turn 2 cards over, and we're going to go to the next sequence here. In the next sequence, 5, that's going to be Bill Moe for New York. Bill Moe with a black 4, so that's going to be a miss. And we play on. We have a black king here. Black king, that's Roy Conacher. He played for Detroit in 1946-47. On a red king, we look at New York's team defense. We are able to play it on a king. So it's going to be Conacher feeding it through to Bill Gadsby, actually. I think this is his third year, not a sophomore, but his third season. He was a rookie, I think, in 46-47. Unable to score here, so we play on. Red ace, this time it's Buddy O'Connor, again, the former Montreal Canadian. With the king, we look, team defense, Chicago. You can play it on a king, so it's going to be O'Connor. Setting up Joker, that's my choice of player. Why not go with Edgar Laprade? He scores an ace or a 5-10. He gets a 10 here, and it's 3-0 for the Rangers. Probably about midway through the second period, maybe a little bit more than that, so we resume. Red ace, that's going to be O'Connor with it again, looking for a follow-up. He gets a black 8, he feeds it through too. This time it's going to be, I'm not sure if that's Coleman or Kuhlman there in the defense. And with the 3, he's going to be unable to score. And let me double check here. I'm not getting ahead of myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 5 minutes to go here in the second period. I really like this about this game. Once you learn the flow of it, it's quite hard to make a mistake. And black 5, that's going to be Bill Gadsby. Bill Gadsby, so New York's team defense, kings only. That means Gadsby loses it. And in the final 2.5 minutes here of the second period, a red 8, the puck goes to Edgar Laprade. Laprade with a 7 is unable to play it, so that's going to be the end of 2. It's 3-0 New York after 2. And back for 3 after 40 minutes, 3-0 New York, and we commence the third with a red 7. That's going to be, I'm not sure if it might be McCoskey. And a 3, he's going to be unable to play it. I'm just going to move the draw pile over here and put this here so I can reach a little more comfortably. Hopefully that's a good enough view. So again, we're going to turn over 2 cards here, a play unable to be made, and we have a black 10. This time it's going to be Jim Conacher with the puck. Conacher with a 7, that's going to be in his range. So he's going to play it too. Gus Bodner here for Chicago. Bodner with a 10. Chicago's going to get on the board here early in the third period, relatively early, about 5 minutes in. It's a 3-1 hockey game. We play on red 9 this time. It's going to be Tony Leswick. Leswick with a black king. You can make a play on a king against Chicago's defense. Not so great that season or any surrounding it. So anyway, that's going to go to Lund. I wonder if that's Pat Lundy of Detroit. And on a 7-10, he can score, or possibly, if we look at Chicago's goaltending, you can get goals on kings or queens against Chicago, which means we have a 4-1 hockey game here for the New York Rangers. Okay. Sorry if I sound like I'm in a bit of a hurry. It's because I am. Stanowski, I won earlier, but it was a scoreless tie, so I wanted to try another one. Luckily, this one has had some action in it, some scoring action. Stanowski with the puck here, and a 3, so we're just going to turn 2 more cards over and try again. Let's see here. Red Jack, this time it'll be Rowley with the puck. It's Rowley or Rowley in 6, so that's just outside of his range. And there's playmaking range, I guess you might want to call it. This time it's going to be Bep Guidelin with the puck. He played on Boston in 1946 and 47 with a 4, so he's unable to do anything with it as well. And we have a red 4 this time. Red 4 is Alan Stanley, actually future Toronto Maple Leaf legend, I believe, unless that would be some other A. Stanley by coincidence. So Alan Stanley here with a 3. He's unable to make anything happen with it. And this is going to be the final 2.5 minutes of the game, actually. So we already know it's a New York victory. Let's see if they can add insult to injury here. 6, that's a red 6. That's Jeff Gordon with the puck in 9. He will be able to set up Ace Edgar Laprade in scoring position. Let's see if we can send Chicago home sour with this final card. And that is a black queen. Let's see here. Kings and red queens. Kings and queens, actually. So Chicago goaltender Jay Henry here is fooled here in the final second. Perhaps he just left the goal a little early, aware that they were well on their way to a loss anyway. We technically have a final score here of 5-1 New York. Anyway, that's about all out of me for now. As I've probably already mentioned twice or thrice, I just wanted to fire off a quick exhibition game here with the time that I had of Deck of Cards Hockey. I felt that it was time to give this one again another go. I have no immediate plans for a longer-term project with this one. I do have some long-term plans with this project. So anyway, this was just a quick one-off for the time being. Call it exhibition, and bye for now.